the rest portion of potential is left out, that is the electric potential at a point due to an electric dipole. Electric potential at a point due to an electric dipole. Already you know that a charge particle or any type of charge distribution, the potential, electric potential will be there in the electric field. So dipole minus q and plus q charge, they are consisting of a dipole. It is also creating the electric field, and you can get the electric potential at any point due to the electric dipole. So minus q and plus q, the separated by the distance a length 2l, 2l equal to length of the dipole, 2l equal to length of the dipole, length of dipole, and P is the point where you want to calculate the electric potential at the point P. P be the point at a distance r from the center of the dipole where you want to calculate the electric potential. Clear? So let us now that one thing just to remember, electric potential is a scalar quantity. Simply it will be added algebraically. So what will be the electric potential at point P due to minus q charge? Electric potential at point P due to minus q charge, that is equal to V1 equal to 1 upon 4 by epsilon naught minus q upon R1, because this distance is the R1. Clear? Similarly, electric potential at point P due to plus q charge, it will be V2 equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q upon R2, because this distance is that. So what will be the net potential? Because it is a scalar quantity, simply it will be added. So net potential, net electric potential at P, that is V equal to V1 plus V2, simply it will be added. And this will be equal to 1 upon 4 by epsilon naught q upon R2 minus 1 upon 4 by epsilon naught q upon R1, because that minus sign is here. Simply you are putting 1 upon 4 by epsilon naught q upon R2 minus 1 upon 4 by epsilon q upon R1. But our target is not to keep the relations from R1 and R2. We have to bring this relation in terms of R. You have to bring the relation in terms of R, because R is the distance of the point P from the center of the dipole. So let us find out that what is that R is related with the V. Here what you are doing it, just simply because the dipole is the length of the dipole is very small, L is very and very, for L is very and very small than the R. In this case, what will happen? L is very and very small than the R. So what will happen? It is extended like then up to C, and that a perpendicular from A to C is drawn here. So in this case, what will be the AP will be equal to CP, and it will be possible whenever the L is very and very less than R. So what will happen? That R1 equal to, what will be the R1? So R1 will be equal to that OP plus OC. OP plus OC. So what will be the OP? OP equal to R plus, what is OC? It's a right angle triangle. There is the theta. And what is the cos theta? Cos theta equal to B upon H. This distance OC is the B, and H AO, that is the L, because this is L, this is L. So what will be the OC? What will be the OC? OC will be L cos theta. So simply you are finding that is R plus L cos theta. R1 equal to R plus L cos theta. Similarly, R2, what will be the R2? So where is the R2? R2 is this one, R2. And here in these cases, we are for the small dipole, the length of the dipole is very small and compared with the distance R. So just you draw the perpendicular here, and you will getting the PD will be equal to PB. PD will be equal to PB. So our target is you have to find out the R2. So R2 will be equal to PO minus PO minus OD. Minus OD. What is PO? The PO is value now in the R minus what is OD? OD will be equal to L cos theta. Similarly, this is the L, this is the angle theta, that is the L cos theta. So this is the L cos theta. So you are finding R1 equal to R plus L cos theta, R2 equal to R minus L cos theta. Putting all these values R1 and R2 here in this expression. Hence V equal to 1 upon Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught is taken out. Q upon 4 pi epsilon is taken out. Remaining is the 1 upon R2 minus 1 upon R1. And this is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught. That is 1 upon R2 equal to R minus L cos theta minus 1 upon R plus L cos theta. If you take the LCM, that is Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught is out, and the LCM part equal to R square minus L square cos square theta, R square minus L square cos theta, and at the upper you are finding R plus L cos theta minus R plus L cos theta, and this term you are getting at Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and the remaining is the, that is this R is cancelled, that is the 2L cos theta. The 2L cos theta upon R square minus L square cos square theta. I think you are clear. Now the further step is V equal to, you are finding V equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, the 2L into Q into 2L, I am keeping it here, and cos theta upon R square minus L square cos square theta. For dipole, for electric dipole, what is happening? The dipole moment equal to Q into 2L. Dipole moment equal to Q into 2L, and L is very and very less than R, so L square cos square theta will be neglected. L square cos square theta will be neglected. Hence the relation we are finding, V equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, Q into 2L equal to P, that is P cos theta upon, this part is neglected, the remaining is the R square. So this is the expression for the potential at point P due to the electric dipole. At point P, that is the electric potential, you are writing it to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P cos theta upon R square. Theta is the, theta is the angle made by that position with the, in the direction of that dipole. Dipole is along this way. Dipole moment is along this way, and this is the angle made by the point P. Here one case I am telling you that, suppose the important case is that if theta equal to 0 degree, you take it theta equal to 0 degree, what will happen? The point P was along this direction and it will be coming along this direction. Matlab along the axial line. Matlab point P is on the axial line. P is on the axial line. So what will be the P is on the axial line? Theta equal to 0 means cos 0 will be the 1, that is V will be equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P by R square. That is the electric potential on the axial line. If theta equal to 90 degree, what will happen? Because this point P was here in this case and it is like 90 degree. If the theta will be 90 degree, because that point P will be on the equatorial line. So what will be the theta 90? Theta 90, V will be getting the 0. Because theta 90, that is V equal to 0. That is the point P on equatorial line. So it is clear, on the axial line, the total potential equal to V equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P by R square. On the equatorial line, the potential equal to 0. Be careful for that. Whenever you are calculating the electric field intensity on the axial line and the equatorial line, we can get the values. On the axial line, you are finding 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught to P by R cube on the axial line, but a potential you are finding on the axial line V equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P by R square. On the equatorial line, you are finding the electric field intensity 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P upon R cube, but that is the potential you are finding it 0. So that whenever the electric dipole on the equatorial line, you are always getting the net potential that is equal to 0. And the general formula for the electric dipole is that V equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P cos theta upon R square. This is the required expression for the electric potential at a point, at any other point due to an electric dipole. Thank you.